Go ahead. Not even paying attention.
I'm paying attention.
I pointed at you.
Sorry, it lagged on me. But welcome back, guys. My name is Abel Garcia, and today I have my co-host Drunken Senpai. And you know it's not a normal show if we're not messing something up.
Hey, this one was on you.
You know what? I'll give you that one because usually it's you who make a mistake, and you blame it on the Mexican.
Look, all right. I'm the one that's doing the shit here. I'm setting all this up. I'm producing. I'm flipping cameras and shit. Okay, so I'm gonna fuck this up. I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be a thing. But
you're always gonna fuck.
You just look like you're gonna have to watch that back because you just stared at the camera with that goofy smile and just like for like 20 seconds. You just like.
Okay,
what's going on, man? How you doing?
To be fair, while the video was playing, I actually had pulled up all of our videos and my Twitter because I'm actually gonna try to send notifications so people can watch us, so we can get more viewers. Okay.
Oh, you gonna start doing something? All right.
Yeah, I have 700 people following my main channel. Okay, I wanted to get us some viewers. Okay, is that a crime?
No, I've been telling you to do that. Hell,
no, you haven't.
I've been going through fucking TikTok. Where do you think I've got my guests? And then, what have you done? Huh?
I'm actually busy on the sidelines working with legislators for the upcoming year of 2023 to protect people from dangerous ideologies and medical and chemical castration.
Ooh, so important.
What's more important than doing a little live stream twice a week?
Hey, look, I want to pick it up more, but your ass, you got to work.
My ass is working to protect the country from these crazy bastards.
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it. You're just sitting on your ass telling people to move on. Don't play.
Wake up to reality. Reality is nothing disappointing.
All right, so the intro is all fucked up here. You were supposed to just roll off with fuck it, I'll do it. All right. Why don't you do anything?
We'll just start from here. Welcome back, guys. My name is Abel Garcia again, and we have Drunken Senpai after what, a 2-minute rant of us going back to back. So today we have Sri Lanka. And yes, I will pronounce it poorly just to piss off a Drunken. We have some parrots telling the world to fuck off and other profanities.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's the fun one. And then, Drunken, you want to tell the people what else we have?
Yeah, apparently there have been some hits put out on Supreme Court justices. Well, I guess you wouldn't say hits, just more like paid sightings. Yeah, they're going after the Supreme Court justices again. And Biden, of course, we all know this, has illegally sold our oil supply to China. And I do say illegally. But we'll get into that here. Let's just go ahead and there we go. All right. The first one here, of course, I'm going to use CNN because fuck them. We're going to pick this dumb shit apart. Says Sri Lanka's Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, the words, names, that name right there, you all see it. Like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. On Saturday, he said he was willing to resign and make way for all party...
Wickremesinghe, fuck it, I give up.
Yeah, see? That was not even. That was more German than Sri Lankan. But whatever. He said he was going to resign, make way for an all-party government to take over. Shortly after protesters reportedly breached his official residence in Colombo during demonstrations over the country's worsening economic crisis. That was a video that we saw. To ensure continuation of the government, including the safety of all citizens, I accept the best recommendation of the party leaders today to make way for an all-party government, dude wrote on Twitter. To facilitate this, I will resign as prime minister. His statements came after a meeting of party leaders held by Sri Lanka's parliament speaker agreed to ask both president and prime minister to resign per an overwhelming request. I would say that video is way overwhelming. That looks like kind of January 6th shit, though, man. I mean, there's a lot of fucking people in that video. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think that's like half the country. I don't know how big Sri Lanka is, or how many people live there, but that's probably about half the country.
Let me see how big it is.
Why are you doing that? His statement came after meeting a party leader held by Sri Lanka's parliament speaker. Oh, I already read that.
Dude, wow, it's actually really tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's off the coast of India.
Right. What is their population?
Let me see. I'll tell you right now. 21,596,182.
Okay, so that's not half the country there, but I mean that has to be like 10 million people. But yeah, that was still a damn good bit of people though that were there for that. Shit.
Well, to be fair, yeah, it's a really small country. It's like a teardrop. So imagine India on the very south of it, like southeast, like barely going towards the east. It's almost like a small little teardrop.
Right.
Like I'm looking at it from the world map. It's hard to see. Continent, it gets slightly bigger, but it's still tiny. Yeah, it's really tiny.
But his statements came after a meeting in the party leader. I've already read that. Dude I can't pronounce said he's not yet submitted his letter of resignation by President. Another dude I'm not going to ever try to pronounce. Go to Baya. I'm just going to do it. Rajapaksa. Go batshit with the basket. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Sri Lanka Speaker of Parliament, another person I'm not even going to try. Are they just throwing letters together over there? How does this work? It says President whoever has informed him he will resign on July 13th. The Speaker's office announced late Saturday. The announcement comes after Speaker asked the President to resign following a meeting of party leaders. Anger reached unprecedented levels in South Asian nation of 22 million. I guess I should have. All I had to do was read. On Saturday, is more than 100,000 people Okay, so that is substantial to their population. Massed outside dude's residence, calling for his resignation. Video broadcast on Sri Lankan television and other social media showed protesters enter the president's house. His office and residence in the commercial capital. After breaking through security cordons placed by police, images showed demonstrators inside the building hanging banners from the balcony as well as swimming in the residence pool. Now, here's the thing. You see this little picture here?
Yeah. Of the mostly peaceful protest?
Yeah. I saw this on a little TikTok video, and people were trying to claim that was like January 6th. Yeah. They used this and a video of this trying to claim that was footage from January 6th.
Okay.
Yeah, I called that shit the fuck out quick when I saw that. I was like, nah, y'all are liars.
The media being liars?
No. These were just TikTok people looking for clicks and views and shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Idiots lying on the internet? Imagine my shock.
Right. But, dude I can't pronounce said he's not at the site and he's been moved elsewhere, security officials told CNN. It is unclear how many security personnel are present at the location. I'm going to be honest. I haven't caught anything that could be stretched of the truth or any kind of real weird framing from CNN yet. Maybe it's just because it has nothing to do with the country that they're actually doing it right this time. But it says protesters then also breached another dude I can't pronounce office residence in Colombo, known as Temple Trees, according to local media reports. While videos of protesters entering the gates of dude's office or dude's residence circulated on social media on Saturday, demonstrators are broke into dude's private residence on Fifth Lane and set it on fire, according to his office. Live videos streamed by local media and seen by CNN showed the residence engulfed in flames and as crowds gathered at the scene. Other dude was not there at the time when it breached. He had been moved earlier to secure location, his office said. If both dude and other dude resigned under the Sri Lankan constitution, the Speaker of the Parliament will serve as acting president for a maximum of 30 days. Meanwhile, Parliament will elect a new president within 30 days from one of its members who will hold office for the remaining 2 years of the current term. Wow. All right. Let's hold up a second. I want to get your take on this whole thing here, Abel.
Okay.
Instead of having a special election and having the people vote, their parliament installs their president. What do you think about that?
Did we do that?
Nope.
Huh.
I mean, we're not supposed to, but does our vote count?
I'm pretty sure we did that.
No, I mean we have our okay. If Biden and Harris were to resign at the same time, our Speaker of the House would be acting president, but we would also have to have another election, a special election kind of thing to choose our president. She would only be acting president, kind of like them, but their parliament, kind of like our Congress and our government, really votes for votes for who they want, not you, who they want.
Why am I not surprised?
I mean, it affects us because it's overseas kind of thing, but it doesn't affect us in, the way that would be. But I don't look. I know our government plays stupid ass games with us, but I don't like that idea at all. I mean, I really don't. A lot of our federal elections are very, very questionable, especially after, the last one that we had.
Well, are you saying that it wasn't the most freest and fairest election?
Oh, no. It was perfectly 100% free and fair. There was no meddling, the drop boxes and everything that, what is it? I think it's Wisconsin said was illegal, or the Supreme Court said was illegal and against the state's constitutions, and Wisconsin said, fuck it, we're doing it anyway. Yeah, most free and fair election ever, right? It's the safest and secure, too.
Even though they just recently ruled that it was unconstitutional?
Yep. But yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is kind of what we're looking at, guys. But let's see. Where is it? At least 55 people have been injured in the protest, according to Dr. Pushpa Zoitha. Hey, look, a name I can fucking say. With the National Hospital of Sri Lanka, who said the figure included
Pushpa Zoitha.
Yeah, Pushpa Zoitha. That sounds.
I'm gonna butcher it on purpose.
Push pop soy sauce.
Push pop soy sauce.
Okay, according to Dr. Push Pop Soy Sauce with the National Hospital of Sri Lanka, who said the figure included 3 people with gunshot wounds. Among those injured is a lawmaker from eastern Sri Lanka, she added. Earlier Sunday, dude I can't pronounce, called an emergency meeting on the party leaders to discuss the current situation and come to a resolution, his office said. He also asked Speaker of the Parliament to summon MPs. Yeah, this is okay. We're almost done with this, so we'll just go ahead and finish this off. Sri Lanka has suffered the worst financial crisis in recent history, leaving millions struggling to buy food, medicine, and fuel. Kind of what it's sounding like we're doing here now, right? A police curfew was earlier imposed in several police divisions in western province of Sri Lanka, was lifted on Saturday. Several politicians at the Bar Association in Sri Lanka referred to the curfew as being illegal, saying that there has been no instances of violence to justify imposing the measure. Wait, that sounds familiar too. In a statement Saturday, the Bar Association called the other dude I can't pronounce to consider whether he would continue in light of the protesters storming the president's house. It also urged the government and MPs to immediately ensure that political stability of the nation is secured forthwith. There should be no delay in ensuring such tradition. Tens of thousands have taken to the streets in recent months, calling for the country's leaders to resign over accusations of economic management. In several major cities, including Colombo, hundreds are forced to queue for hours to buy fuel, sometimes clashing with police and military as they wait. Yeah, that's diesel shortage going on here, gas prices going through the roof, gas stations around me running out of fuel. That's coming.
So 1970s, in other words.
Was that in the 70s?
I think so. Isn't that when Carter was in office?
I don't know. I don't know when the fuel shortage was. I don't remember.
I thought it was the 70s.
Well, go ahead and do some searching. See. On Saturday, crowds of anti-government demonstrators protested outside the stadium in Sri Lanka's southern coastal city of Gale during the country's Test cricket match against Australia, the world's #1 ranked team. Through the protest didn't stop play. The local media showed videos of large crowds protesting against the government outside the Gale International Stadium, which is about a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, it was the 1970s. It was the 1970s energy crisis. Yeah, we started to, just from what I'm quickly reading, we started to slow down our own domestic oil production and started to rely on oil imported from around the world.
So y'all bitching and complaining about Roe versus Wade being in the law 50 fucking years or so, and that happened 50 fucking years ago. Here we go again. Does anybody not learn from the fucking past? I mean, I didn't. No. I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know it was like that. Not that long ago.
Well, you got to remember, a lot of people don't learn from history. If you don't learn history, you're failed to repeat it.
All right, I'll actually switch that over real quick because that's going to tie into the next one here. We're just going to switch up the programming a little, but yeah.
Perfect timing, I guess.
All right. It's going to roll into this. Local media shows videos of large crowds protesting against the government outside the Gale Stadium. Oh, yeah, which about 2-hour drive from Colombo. The waved Sri Lankan flags and carried banners with signs reading "Power to the People" and "Gotta go home." Was that dude's name? Go something I remember.
Not sure.
I remember that name. Sorry. Demanding that dude I can't pronounce step down. Many protesters that then defied police banned to march into the top of the fort overlooking the stadium grounds, where they continue to hold banners and chant their demands. Meanwhile, images of Colombo painted a chaotic scene where pictures showing demonstrators running from tear gas and clashing with police and body armor. Again, sounds very familiar. Schools have been suspended and fuel has been limited to essential services. Patients and unavailable to travel to hospitals due to fuel shortages and food prices are soaring. Trains are reduced in frequency, forcing travelers to squeeze into compartments and even sit precariously on top of them as they commute to work. dude I can't pronounce said the country has entered talks with the International Monetary Fund to revive the country's economy. Wait, you talking about like how we printed trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars and then sent a lot of that overseas to Ukraine to restart our economy? I'm seeing a connection with all this shit. The last sentence on Tuesday, he told Parliament that talks with the IMF were difficult as they entered the discussion as a bankrupt country rather than a developing one. How many trillions of dollars are we in debt, Abel?
I lost count after a couple of trillion.
I mean, I think we've doubled. You know, you guys remember on the news when they used to have that, when the government shutdown happened, that they used to have that ticker of money just racking up debt? I think we've doubled that by now.
I would not be surprised if we tripled that, if not quadrupled. Just knowing our government.
Well, see, here, let's get into this real quick, though. Abel, how much of this sounds familiar?
None.
None? Wait. Are you saying you haven't been paying attention?
No, I'm just messing with you.
Either you haven't been paying attention to the story, or you haven't been paying attention to the past 5 years.
I don't remember most of it. It's all blackouts, I'm going to be honest.
Well, when you're taking puberty blockers and hormones, I guess that would happen, right? It's kind of like...
I meant the alcoholism.
If that were the case, that'd be me.
I am a lightweight, even though I am Mexican. Have you ever seen a Mexican this lightweight?
My camera's out of focus, but no. Usually they can outdrink me.
Point exactly.
I'm gonna keep the camera on you for a second, and I'm fixing mine.
All right. Well.
Okay, there we go.
Welcome back, guys. Now we are currently watching me because we all know we're not here for drunken. We're only here for me.
Yeah. That's what it is. But yeah, seriously, how much of this sounds familiar to you?
All of it. I'm not surprised.
What?
In regards to the debt, didn't they say that since COVID-19 we printed at least 40% of it?
I think it was like since 2018 we've printed like 80% of all U.S. funds, or all U.S. money that was ever been printed has been printed since 2018 or something like that. Something around that number. But yeah. But what you got? Have you looked it up?
30. 3, 6, 9, 12. There is a 30 with 12 zeros behind it.
30 fucking trillion dollars?
Okay, so that's what trillion is. Jesus. Yeah. 30 trillion, and I'm not even going to go after what the fuck is after a million?
Million, billion, trillion.
Okay, so it's billion. Okay.
Yeah.
So 30 trillion.
100,000 million, billion, trillion.
Billion. 259 million now. 100,000. Well, 200,000. The last 6 ditches don't really matter because they are quickly skyrocketing. But debt per citizen is $91,000, $750. That's per U.S. citizen.
Son of a bitch.
Per taxpayer is $242,000, $986.
So to pull us out of debt as a country, every single one of us would have to pay $250,000 right fucking now.
Yeah.
And they're doing all this because they're saying they're a broke country. Catholic Patriot. How's it going, gentlemen? It's going good for me. Say hi to Catholic.
Ah, he's a friend of mine.
Oh. Well, say hi.
Well, hello, Catholic. How are you? I'm a huge fan of my Catholics. We're the best.
Ah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's pull that back now. You got a lot of things going on in the Catholic Church. I'm
Hey,
just joking. Don't get mad at me.
To be fair, at least we deal with them unlike certain pedophiles that are protected. Okay.
Oh, you talking about our president?
No, I meant the other kind of pedophiles. The
Oh,
ones
you
that
talking
are
about the hundreds of thousands that don't even know? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the ones that are at bars with children.
Yeah, those are the hundreds of thousands that don't even know what they are. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm glad I left the camera on you for that. I almost
I was
fucked up.
putting this on. Putting it on the Mexicans.
Yeah.
I feel abused.
Yep. That
Jesus,
gets clipped out. It's going to
really
be on
bad.
you, bro. But no. Seriously. Now, you're talking about, all right, we're in $30 trillion in debt, and it's quickly climbing like it always has. Like, we have more than doubled what the ticker was when they were showing it all the time with the government shutdown not too long ago. How are we not bankrupt? There's no way in hell that every single American or every single taxpayer can come up with $250,000 fucking dollars out of their back pocket. There ain't no damn way we can do that. Even every single citizen, it was like, what, 91,000 or something? That's men, women, children, everybody, the Technicolor rainbow in between all that shit. How do we come up with that shit? How do we pull ourselves up? And you just stare into the camera.
I am actually doing some work over here. I'm looking at this national clock. You know what? You're from Alabama, aren't you?
Yes. What's that got to do with it?
You guys are in $9 billion in debt. Jesus.
I'd rather be 9 billion than 30 trillion.
Well, that's what you guys are owing. Y'all got a 63,000 unemployed. You guys have 766,000 food stamp recipients. And you got your average debt per citizen is $1,857.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could pay off that debt for me
you guys
right
are
now.
Spending more than what you guys have for revenue. Jesus.
But that's every fucking state. That's how we got into this place. That's how we got here. And people want to bitch and complain. Oh, conservatives don't care about the children after they come out of the womb. They won't pay for me to be a shitty parent. You wonder why?
You know, I'm just going to say this. So, California has about 10,000 more people than Texas, but has 400,000 more.
Wait. Is this before or after the mass exodus that California saw? When was this reported?
This is a usdebtclock.org.
I mean, as far as the numbers go, when was that shit reported? I mean, is
I don't know
accurate
when.
today?
I would assume this is up to date because it's also accounting their GDP, their debt, and everything.
Okay, but go on with it.
So California, with a population of 39 million, has an unemployment of 1.2 million people. Texas, with a population of 29 million, has an unemployment of 716,000 unemployed.
And you were trying to tell me that there's an article out there that's California's trying to solve the country's economic crises, I guess would be the plural word for that. How in the fuck can y'all do that?
The debt per citizen in Texas is about 10,000, while California is at 13,000. Debt to GDP ratio, California is at 16, and surprisingly, Texas is at 17%.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I don't know why the hell Alabama is, with their unemployment. I don't understand how these motherfuckers are
actually doing pretty well. Your debt to GDP ratio is 3.82%.
Yeah, but I still don't understand how these motherfuckers are surviving. I'm going to be completely honest. And, unless you're talking about the unemployment rate being with, people on like welfare or retire, drawing Social Security, things like that. Unless that's included in all that, then I can understand. But I mean, even where I live, every place has now hiring signs out. Nobody's just getting a job at this point in time. I don't understand how these motherfuckers are still living.
I don't know, but I will say for Catholic Patriot, I did post a link of what I'm using online if you want to see exactly what I'm seeing for California. So, yeah, this is...
I mean, you could post it in the link there for the show.
Yeah, no, I did. I posted for California, but I'm still not surprised.
I mean, I'm not seeing it on my end here.
I just posted it in chat. Do you not see it?
No.
Are you watching Twitch or YouTube?
Both.
It's on YouTube. Hit live chat.
It is on live chat. I've got it on every... Just send it to me. I'll post it then. Fuck it.
I'm abused over here by my editor, by my co-host.
Who's also doing production and shit too, making sure all this shit runs. But go ahead.
Who also abuses the poor Mexicans.
Do you want me to whip you? There you go. It's showing now.
Whip me harder?
That is actually... Okay, that's showing on Twitch.
Yeah, I also posted it on Twitch.
I'm just not showing it on the YouTube side, so let's just do this. Both.
I posted California. But if y'all want to see the U.S. debt clock here, I'll post it in both YouTube and Twitch.
How the hell do I pin comments?
You click on pin comment.
Add reaction, create a poll.
On Twitch or YouTube?
There we go. Okay, I got it. I figured it out. I'm doing better. All right. But yeah, this whole thing looks incredibly familiar for everything that we're going through. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go back to full cameras. Here's the thing. The reason why I wanted to bring this up and I wanted to ask that question is this is not the only country doing this. I found a little link, and I'm probably going to go searching for it here in a minute when I get able talking a little bit and I can do some things. But I found this website that showed, since 2018, since 2017, anti-government protests have been popping up all over the world. As a matter of fact, there have been 230 since 2017. I think 25 of them or so, 25 or 30 of them were for COVID alone. This has been going on since 2017. Now, this isn't the only place. We've seen Poland up. Germany's going to that fucking, what is that now? That's the Netherlands. Their farmers are protesting because of the nitrogen, the thing you sent me with the nitrogen emissions thing. They're not letting farmers farm. Things like that. This has been happening all over the world. This is not just here in the United States. But I wanted to bring that up and kind of point that out because all of this that we just read from Sri Lanka, we are there now. Every bit of it.
But I'm told this isn't happening.
Right. So for me, at the least, that's the opposite. There's a bunch of job signs in Cali too, but nobody is hiring. I applied at least 20 different places, low-skilled jobs like fast food and retail. And nobody's... Wow. I mean, look, the job I've been in, I probably ain't leaving for a good little bit. My mic is probably green screen. Whatever. But the job I'm leaving, I'm probably not going to leave for a good little bit. I mean, it's a small business kind of job. I know the owners personally. If I have a problem or anything, that will definitely help me out, with whatever they can. So Unless the company goes under, I don't see myself leaving at all. But
So you're not
I've
gonna
never
leave
even
anytime
thought about
soon?
that, though. Huh?
So you don't plan on leaving anytime soon?
Oh, God, no, dude. No. Look, I've been with a job for about 4 years now. I have had twice as many raises as I've been there yearly with the company. I've gone overseas. I've been able to take care of things. I've been able to run jobs and do all types of things. If I have a problem, my car breaks down, I can use a company car. I'm not leaving. There are too many perks with this job for me to go anywhere else. Even if you were to offer me more money than I'm making now, I also got to look at the price of gas because I drive into work, I go to work, and I use a company vehicle to get around for work. And then I drive back to the shop and go home in my own personal vehicle. Unless I work close to my house like I'm doing right now, then I just drive straight to the job site and save myself a lot of gas. What would be the point of me leaving?
No idea yet. No idea.
There isn't. I'm taken care of as an employee. The owners know me. I mean, I have their number. I can call them up right now and just say, hey, how you doing? You know? I mean, I'm not going to annoy the hell out of them like that because that might be bad on me, but I mean, I could do that. So, I mean, there's no point in
just
leaving.
call it like, hey, boss. Just calling. I'm currently live on stream, and I just wanted to tell people that, how cool, chill I am with y'all.
No. Okay, I'm gonna go off on a. I know we're way off subject here, but when I started with the company, I at that point in time, I didn't know the owners. My interaction with the two owners of my company was fucking priceless. One of them, he was shoveling dirt out of the drainage ditches out there in the yard, and I had just got off. It was hot, it was sweaty. I felt like shit, dude. And I saw this old man just digging the dirt out of the gutters, and I was like, I can't let him, dude. I feel horrible. I can only imagine what he's going through at this point. So I parked my car and I get out, and I was like, give me the shovel, let me help you out. He's like, no, I got it. I was like, no, give me the shovel. So I finish up, digging out the dirt, and we're talking to each other, just random conversations and things like that. And I finished that, and I handed him his shovel back, and I was like, there you go. And he goes, well, I appreciate that, young sir. It's like, by the way, do you know who I am? No clue. He says, I'm one of the owners of this company. My jaw hit the fucking floor. My job could have been on a fucking line because I had a bad day. I like to run my mouth and say some dumb shit. My job could have been on the line there because I could have said some dumb shit like I normally do. And I'd have been talking to the owner of the company, But I was like, he's an old man. I can't let him do it. So, yeah. And the other owner, who has a master's in psychology, had a conversation with him, didn't even know who the hell he was. And he kept just giving me these weird eyes. Like he would look at me out of the corner of his eye and just kind of study me. And it just off-putting as shit. And we got into the company vehicles and we were driving off, and I was with a coworker, and he's like, so how'd you like talking to, I'm not going to say his name, but how'd you like talking to one of the owners of the company? It's like, what? He said, I hope you didn't say anything out the way. Like, I don't think I did, but he was looking at me all kinds of weird and crazy, so maybe. He's like, nah, he's just he's got a major in psychology. So he's just trying to figure you out. But yeah, that was the interactions I had with the owners of the company without even knowing they were the owners of the company.
And how long ago was this?
4 years. 4 fucking years. So yeah. But yeah. All right. So now that dumb shit's out the way, let's go back. All right. So we were talking about the Sri Lanka
channel and dumb shit. I'm not surprised.
What do we do, man? This is what we do. You have a conversation with regular ass people that apparently can't stick the topic. So
if we ever finish a topic, I'm finding that suspicious. Either you're too drunk or you're way too sober. It's one of those two.
More than likely too drunk. But yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I think I'm gonna behave only because I know I'm gonna turn this into a rant like the last few weeks.
dude, it's all. Look, y'all should go
I
back.
think you know what I mean.
Y'all, oh yeah, I know what you mean. But y'all should go back and listen to the last episode we did. You know, I had Travis from Flip the Script podcast on, and Dr. Root from TikTok, both of them from TikTok. There, they almost got me saying shit that would have this channel permanently fucking banned, and I was incredibly drunk through the entire thing. I was wasted. I went through like 14, 15 beers throughout the entire night. And I'm just like, well, I don't know. I just on to the next thing. Because I had caught myself right before I was saying some shit. But yeah, it was a great conversation. I loved it. And I want them both back on, dude. I think it would be just epic as hell to just talk to them. I don't even know if you were listening, Abel, but I
listened to part of it, but I had to leave.
Dude, did you hear the part where I fucked up? I put an ex-felon.
I'm gonna go with no.
I put an ex-felon on a conversation with a cop and did not realize it.
I was there. I remember that part.
That was a whole screw up on my part, and I didn't even think about it. But yeah, it was a great conversation, though. It really was. Y'all should listen to that shit.
Plot twist, he actually knew. He just didn't want to tell them.
No, I didn't. Well, I knew Travis was, ex-military, and, he's a cop now. It didn't click in my head with Root and him being on at the same time, but it worked out perfectly. Oh, poor baby's tired. Well, then let's go on to the next one.
I'm going to sleep.
Why? Oh, yeah, wrong tab. My bad. Okay. From Intellectual Takeout. Now, apparently, this is... I've never heard of this place, but apparently, NewsGuard, it's 100% certified, so we'll take it the way it is. Biden administration illegally sells oil to China, depleting strategic petroleum reserves. Now, this, mind you, comes from... we've been using our strategic oil reserves to lower the cost of gas prices. Hello, 30 million barrels here and there. I mean, it's just a day or two of fucking oil for the country and everything like that. This shit, this is what gets me. This is what really pisses me off. This strategic oil reserve is meant for emergencies or war.
Well, obviously, this is an emergency because we're in war and we have to supply oil to our enemies.
We are not at fucking war.
Okay, fine.
We're not at war yet. There has been no declaration of war. There's just been threats of it. Now, we're beating the war drums with China because of Taiwan. We're beating the war drums with Russia because of Ukraine. By the way, we've sent over 65 billion? 65 trillion? No, 65 trillion over to Ukraine. And Russia still has yet to see the new weapons that Ukraine is buying to defend their borders, where our border is wide the fuck open. Yeah, let's not talk about that, right? But,
okay, fine. I won't talk about it.
No, it needs to be fucking said.
Well, you said don't talk about it.
I'm gonna smack the shit out you.
Do it. You won't.
But no. This motherfucker, this potato brain fucking ignorant shit, who literally said, end of quote, repeat last line, or whatever the fuck, repeat the line.
No,
reading
he said,
the fucking teleprompter.
No, he did not read a teleprompter. We all know, and the White House even clarified, he said, he misspoke and he actually meant to say, let me repeat the line. And then he resaid it. We all know that. Obviously, that wasn't 1984 rewriting history.
It's bad when the news has to cover for a sitting president when all they did for the last fucking, 4 fucking years before he was there, was attack the president on shit he didn't do or say. And they're covering up for a potato brain piece of fucking shit who's running this country into the damn ground. Come at me, Susan Wojcicki. Come at me, Biden.
Can you really blame him? He's been in office for over 200 years.
Oh yeah, what was that? What was that thing he had said? Since he's been in the Senate like 100 and something years ago, and thought it was going to be funny, like everybody was going to laugh about that. Like that was, dude. Come on, come the fuck on. Let's not do this. But yeah, that is a thing. Matter of fact, oh, I'm cutting my head out. I need to readjust my little camera here for a second. But yeah, we're beating the war drums with fucking China because of the shit with Taiwan, right? Yet we sell these motherfuckers oil from our oil reserves that we need to beat the war drums with China.
Are you surprised though?
No, absolutely fucking not. Out of everything that's fucking happened, absolutely goddamn not. But let's get into it. The Biden administration sold 1 million barrels of oil from our Strategic Petroleum Reserves. By the way, we have sacrificed damn near 3/4 of it by now. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Sold 1 million barrels from our Strategic Oil Reserve from China's owned gas giant. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Drunk bubble. Anyway, the Biden administration sold 1 million barrels of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve to a China-owned gas giant. This is bad for the national security because it enables China to build a stockpile to use during future war against America's ally, Taiwan. 100% correct. We're selling them gas so they can fight our ally, who Biden said we will defend if China invades. Yet we're selling them oil for China to use to invade. What about this makes any goddamn sense? Strategically, economically,
it makes all the perfect sense.
Let's see. Catholic Patriot says, meanwhile, China has launched its newest and most powerful aircraft carrier, something that redefines our strategy for containment in the South China Sea, and Biden is selling them. Welcome to Biden's America. For 4 years, we heard racist, sexist comments about Orange Man. And this is Trump's America. Anything that ever fucking happened. Oh, somebody picked their nose. Look, this is Trump's America. Welcome to Biden's fucking America. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit heated at this point, but goes on to say it leaves the U.S. with even less oil to cope with future Russian embargo, which would create massive oil shortages and raise the price of oil as high as $11 a gallon. You ready to pay $11 a gallon? By the way, our potato and fucking chief also said Americans will pay the cost at the pump as long as it takes to win the war in Ukraine.
What if I say, yes, I'm willing to pay that kind of money?
Then I'm willing to drive to Texas and smack the fuck out of you.
Well, luckily,
and I don't care if they take this down for hate speech or whatever. I'm going to smack the fuck out of a detransitioned fucking Mexican for the bullshit you're spewing. But no.
You know what? I'm just doing it to piss you off. And it's fun.
I know that's what you're doing.
A Mexican pissing off the white man. How is that not a surprise?
Don't make me call immigration.
Joke's on you. You can't call immigration on me.
Joke's on you. Yes, I can. It may not go anywhere, but it still may happen.
On what grounds?
The fact that you're Mexican. I mean, hold up.
I'll call my lawyer.
Hold up. Southern border is wide the fuck open. We're giving IDs and everything to these immigrants that are coming over in record fucking numbers. How can you prove you're an American citizen?
I have a U.S. passport. I have a California driver's license. Let's see.
U.S. passport can actually be gained by your driver's license that is given out by California to illegal immigrants.
Fuck you.
Ah! He obviously didn't mean war in Ukraine. He meant until either the U.S. collapses or until all of us submitted to the Green New Agenda.
Yeah. I prefer to that they make us go either with the liberal New World Order or the gay America Empire.
Yeah. We did. You weren't around for that talk, but we were talking about the Georgia Guidestones. With the last episode.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Right after we had that conversation, like 10 minutes later, it was either Travis or Doctor. One of them had tagged me in a video. Had tagged us both in a video that kind of proved my theory. Now I can't confirm the video was real or anything. I mean, if it's security footage, they should see somebody planting fucking explosives or anything like that. But the video did not show an explosion. There is a street light in the distance. There is a flash of light that happened under the street light. And about half a second later, not even half a second later, the Godstone exploded.
So what are you saying?
What I'm saying is something shot that motherfucker from afar. It wasn't an explosive. Because if that security footage is real, they would have seen somebody go up and at least like a demolition charge or something like that. You would have had to have drilled into the fucking rock. You would have had to have planted it. You would have had to have done all of that without the security camera footage showing it. And that would have been released. But yet, the same time that this is being reported, they demolish it as we were talking about it live.
Well, I was going to say I had been reached out to by a friend of mine who, I don't know how accurate this is, but someone who's a meteorologist said that it was actually a lightning strike that had caused it.
No. I refuse to fucking believe that. Like we were saying on that show, the way the rocks...
You don't believe God got angry and he said, fuck you, and struck it down?
No. The way the rocks had spread out, there is no way in hell that would have been lightning. Lightning would have caused the explosion to happen in an area. Those rocks went outward and spread out in a cone from behind where it hit. The bigger rocks fell straight down. If it were an explosion, that shit would have been everywhere. Demolition charge may not have left residue and debris on the rocks or things, or even charring or anything like that, but any other kind of explosion would have. Didn't see any of that. The rock in the background, as a matter of fact, let me bring it up. I'll do that again.
Well, you wait, I'll read chat. So Catholic says, it's not hard to build an improvised rocket launcher. That may be what happened to the Guidestones.
But the explosion, I mean, there would have been some charring and everything. Images. Let's bring this up here. Get out of here. See if we can get a... Oh, is this it?
Nokia has contributed technologies. They are integrated.
Okay, let's wait 11 seconds. I need an ad blocker. Anybody got a good ad blocker that goes through this shit?
NordVPN.
All right.
There's also VPN.
Okay,
that's what it's called.
So apparently there is security footage here. Okay. Watch under the street light. Did you do that? Watch how the street light just incredibly flares up. Oh, I'm cutting it off on this. No. Damn. Y'all can't see it here. Watch this again. You see how the street light flared up?
Yeah.
If it were an explosion, the light would have come from the stones and wouldn't have messed with that street light.
I still stand by what I said with the lightning. Because
that would have lit up the entire camera. But let's go on with it.
Let me see. Let me see where I got my.
Here it is. Aerial drone footage. No, it's not gonna go that far. Where is the actual? Oh my god! I'm gonna save this. better picture. Better picture. Come on. Here we go. Let me maximize that as big as I can get that. Look at that. Does that look like an explosion, Abel?
I have no idea. I've never seen an explosion.
The rubble goes in one direction, not everywhere.
Sure. I'm seeing it.
The bigger rocks fell straight down. They didn't explode outward. That looks like something hit it and then crumbled. I wouldn't call that lightning. The looked like some kind of blast to me, because you can see where the pressure wave when the debris falls. Yeah, but it goes that direction. It goes away from where the blast would have been. I'm questioning all of this. I seriously am. Because let's go back.
I was gonna say I sent you what I received, and they're saying it.
See, truth. Contacted a friend who is a meteorologist about the Georgia Guidestones. Here's what he said. The color purple is associated with lightning strikes. Heliosphere is common in lightning strikes, not explosions. Purple color, electrostatic occurs. I'm still not convinced that was lightning, dude. I mean, the flare out from, and look at that flare from that light. It happens nowhere else. It doesn't even follow through and into the stone. But yet, while I'm doing this, repeating this, look at the way the rubble just pours out from the back end. And as Catholic was talking about, the wave of the cloud of dust and debris, that means there was a shock wave that pushed that forward. I don't know if that was a real blast or not. I don't think anybody fucking exploded that. I think something shot through that shit. Which I'm going to definitely bring that to Travis and Root's attention with that. But yeah. We got sidetracked again. Always happens.
Be lucky this is what we got sidetracked by, nothing, and not by something else.
Some stupid conversations. Yeah, we always wind up having them. But
are you telling me you don't like them?
Oh, the conversations that we've had on some of this shit, they're fun, but they go weird real quickly. And you know what I'm talking about. Don't you fucking mention it.
I'm just saying. I feel attacked that you don't want to have any of those stuff.
You feel attacked. You want to attack me. Anyway, we're not bringing it up again. The Biden's release of oil from Strategic Reserve was illegal under the 1975 Emergency Policy Conservation Act because it wasn't in response to an emergency. Nope. What is selling oil to China, who we are beating the fucking drums of war with, an emergency for China to have our oil? Let's see. Free Beacon reports the Biden administration sold roughly 1 million barrels of Strategic Petroleum Oil Reserve to a Chinese state-controlled gas giant that continues to purchase Russian oil. Biden's Energy Department in April announced the sale of 950,000 950,000 barrels. I'm not going to keep saying that. To Unipec, the trading arm of the Chinese Petrochemical Corporation. That company, which is commonly known as Sinopec, is wholly owned by the Chinese government. The Biden administration claimed the move would address the pain Americans are feeling at the pump and help lower energy costs. How? How is selling our oil reserves going to help us at the pump? Now, hold on. I hear you typing. You go up and look at your thing here. Serious question. This has been a serious thing.
Was it really that loud?
Yes. You hit some buttons and I heard it. Serious question.
I was looking some stuff for us, but okay, I guess I won't.
No, go ahead. Just don't take your little sausage fingers smashing on the keyboard. No, I'm joking with you. Go ahead.
Look, no. It's later. It was a later story that we were going to talk about, but I'll just wait for it later.
Okay, serious question. Now, when Trump was president, everybody was talking about gas prices being over $2 a gallon, and why doesn't the president do something? And then all of a sudden, Biden comes in, gas prices skyrocket, and somehow the president doesn't have any say in our oil prices and everything like that. How the hell can you still claim he has no say in our oil prices when this motherfucker has depleted our oil reserves and is now selling said oil that we need to our enemy, who they're trying to say is not our enemy, but have made nuclear threats if we get involved in the occupation of Taiwan? Who is, by the way, an actual country, a legitimate country. John Cena, you piece of fucking shit. How does this not affect gas prices? I would love for somebody to sit down and try to fucking spin that web of lies yet again. How he's not involved.
Well, he's obviously not involved. All the gas companies, they have over 9,000 permits to use, and they're not even using one of them. Okay, and obviously we need to help our enemies so they can defeat us later when they want to rape us.
Oh, you took it to that level. Shit. All right.
Well, it's not my fault. I've been gang raped online for the last few days. Okay.
Tell us about it, Abel.
I can't say it because YouTube will get mad that I use this very inappropriate word. But I will say some transgender people got very offended that one of their members, a man, grown-ass man, who doesn't look like a woman, was attacking a minor, a 17-year-old young lady, who I know, transition and detransition, but I'm the bad guy because I'm calling him out. I'm saying, sir, don't attack a child. Be man enough, at least, not to target a kid, or at least behave enough like a woman and target an adult. And I said, if you want to target an adult, I'm a detransitioner as well, and I was at the same event, so go for it, sir. Nope, all these transgenders gang raped me and were taking my time this morning. Spent about an hour and a half arguing with them, and I said, you know what? I am not getting any sleep right now. I'm taking a nap.
Okay. See, that's how you do it. You sleep it the fuck off. I've never fucked around with Twitter a lot. I fucking hate that platform. It's just such garbage as shit. And
hey, Elon still might be buying it. We don't know yet.
Nope. Well, maybe.
Have you not been seeing what he's been posting on Twitter?
Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing it. I haven't gone on Twitter forever, but yeah, I've been hearing about it.
So
it could happen.
So Twitter's going to take Elon to court and make him pay, I think, $1 billion for wasting their time.
Oh, yeah. He's just talking about that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Elon posted a meme, and it was Elon wants to buy Twitter for $44 billion, and then it was like. They broke their end of the deal, which was not giving him the information that he requested. And then it was Twitter goes to court to sue Elon. And then the last meme was Twitter has to reveal their information in court.
Yeah. Discovery phase. You must reveal everything. Which means, because of the non-disclosure agreements that Twitter has had over the censorship issues with the federal government, that's got to come out. And the actual amount of bots, because y'all remember that story that broke that, when this shit started happening, a bunch of left-leaning accounts lost hundreds of thousands of followers, and then all of a sudden a bunch of right-leaning accounts gained hundreds of thousands of followers. Y'all remember that shit? I'm going to hand it to the man. I really am, because I think this is his end-game kind of situation. Whether he buys it or not, he's crumbled Twitter. He has shut it the fuck down. Because nobody's going to trust. The advertisements and everything. Twitter is going under. Because if he doesn't buy it, everybody that's bought like any kind of advertisement on that has an open case. And if you bought any kind of advertisement on Twitter, join that fucking lawsuit. Because
I just sent you the tweet that he posted.
Well, the fact that I could do pop-ups now, we can pull that from actual Discord there. Yeah, they said I couldn't buy Twitter, then they wouldn't disclose bot info. Now they want to force me to buy Twitter in court. Now they have to disclose bot information in court. Yep, they damn sure do. Now, see, the whole thing though is all these bot accounts with the clicks and impressions and everything that have happened. If you have bought anything, any kind of advertisement on Twitter, roughly about what was it, 40-50% is what he was claiming is bots. So let's say you bought like a million impressions, which are likes or whatever like that, or retweets or whatever. You bought 1 million of that. Maybe 500,000 of that was real. If that. Everything else was a bot account. Doesn't look good for investors or advertisers. But yet y'all want to come after advertisers for shows like us, where we talk about these things and say, fuck the government. You might want to think about what the fuck you're doing. But anyway, let's go back to the actual story here.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the tweets and all the everything. Funny.
It goes off to say Biden has sold off significant portions of American Strategic Petroleum Reserve, leaving America deeply vulnerable to the economic shock if Russia decides to shrink its supply of oil to the global market. Yes. if Russia cuts daily oil production by 5 million barrels a day, that could raise oil prices to a stratospheric $380 per barrel, according to analysts at JP Morgan Chase. That would increase gas prices by over $6 a barrel, or $6 a gallon. $6 a barrel. I wish. Goddamn. Bloomberg News reported that U.S. and 6 other nations are working on a mechanism to cap the price fetched by Russian oil in a bid to tighten the screws on Vladimir Putin's war machine in Ukraine. By selling our reserves to China, stopping our purchase of oil reserves from Russia, that frees them up to sell them to China. How? How does any of this help?
Again,
Potato brain motherfucker. How does any of this goddamn help? I mean, we got a cackling bitch who can't even visit the fucking southern border. We got a potato brain motherfucker who reads the teleprompter and chewing on a shot of pressure everywhere. I mean, fuck, what are we doing? I don't
think she's allowed to go too far south. I think that's part of her contract.
Oh, no. She was kicked out of anything fucking southern border. She can still visit her southern border.
No.
But she can't enter anywhere near the southern border.
No, what I'm saying is because she's so used to going south. I think they told her you're only allowed to go up to a certain point south. Any more south, and you're not authorized to do that.
You know why?
Yeah, because she did a blowjob to get to where she's at. So they're only using her for blowjobs, not actual politics.
I smoked weed with Tupac in the 70s before he was a thing. Listening to his music. Yeah. No, that's not it. The southern fucking countries will not let her into their country.
Oh, I know. I'm just also having fun and aiming at her.
All of this because Orange Man bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna go into this fucking story anymore because it's just gonna piss me off even fucking more. You literally were beating the fucking war drums with China over Taiwan while we beat the war drums with Russia over Ukraine. By the way, $65 billion plus sent over to Ukraine. And Russia saying, all those weapons you say Ukraine is buying, we're not seeing. Meanwhile, we're sending in the worst of our army, and we're still raffle stomping the fuck out of them. What? But yet everything in the media at the beginning of this was Ukraine's winning. All this Ghost of Kiev and the Snake Island shit that turned out to be false. The picture of the cars that were burned and overturned in the streets, yet not a single fucking window was broken out in any building. The picture of a devastated block, yet you zoom the hell out and not a bit of rubble anywhere in the streets around that block. What's really going on?
The truth.
The whole
that's what's going on.
Attacking nuclear power plants. That video.
Nuclear power plants? Interesting.
Power plant. Yeah, I would love that. Nuclear power plants. You know, the video that came out where it showed tracer rounds, which they were calling artillery, leading away from the power plant, and a flare landing in the parking lot of the power plant. But yet that was an artillery shelling happening. And they're going after nuclear power plants that no damage was done to the cores. Yet not a single footage of the damage. Not a still shot. Nothing of the damage to the plant. Just the damage to the buildings around. Y'all are being fucking played with all this shit. By a potato brain motherfucker that doesn't even know. He shit his fucking pants in another fucking country on fucking screen
in front of the Pope.
Yes, on fucking screen, and then had to go in the background for a few minutes to change his fucking pants. Came out with a different pair of pants. This motherfucker shit himself.
You know, they could have at least gotten him a pair of pants that looked the exact same, and they could have played it off.
Dude, do you expect an 80-year... Well, I mean, I would expect an 80-year-old man to shit himself with dementia.
No, I meant his handlers.
That's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, it's a pudding on their part. But
like, if I was a handler for anyone who shit their pants, I'd be like, do we have a pair of pants that are the exact same color, make, and everything?
Apparently not. But let me ask you something. This is off subject.
Not even for the alleged president of the United States.
Oh God, no! This motherfucker, like, literally just popped. He can't even stand for 2 minutes and keep a fucking straight face without saying shit like "bad a calf care," "true or not a shot of pressure." Let's see. End of quote. Repeat the line. I was in the Minnesota. Are you fucking kidding me? All because Orange Man bad, and this is what the fuck we got because you motherfuckers are too goddamn dumb to pay attention? I don't mean y'all. I just mean colloquially. Y'all motherfuckers are too goddamn dumb to pay attention? Seriously? Yeah. Seems we have a really, really big problem with low IQ motherfuckers.
Like that's everywhere.
Yeah. But like I say, especially on fucking TikTok all the damn time, the world's information in the palm of your hands and you refuse to fucking use it.
To be fair, can you really blame them? They're using their phones for OnlyFans, porn, anime, hentai, jerking off, whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's stupid TikTok videos, YouTube shorts, you name it.
YouTube shorts that come from TikTok. Like, that's the dumbest fucking shit ever. But whatever. No, I don't expect anything from the American people anymore. But I will say this.
I'm very skeptical of my generation.
Say what?
I'm very skeptical of my generation.
I mean, your generation is my generation, so...
No, you're older than me. You're a millennial. I'm Gen X or Gen Z.
Fuck you, motherfucker. You are.
Yeah, I'm the first batch. What you gonna do about it, bitch?
Smack the goddamn fuck out of you.
Joke's on you, I'm into that.
I'm caught in the crosshairs here. I don't know what the fuck to do. But no.
Your opponent is a Mexican reverse transgender. I think you lost that fight.
I mean, seriously, I
Are you smoking on?
Yes, I am.
God damn it!
I'm pissy right now. You give me a goddamn smoke. Anyway, but no,
if I can't drink on the clock, you're not allowed to smoke.
I'm not on the clock. I'm on my time.
But this is our clock.
This is our clock, which means my time. I'm giving up my time to talk to you about some dumb shit, which I'm not flipping cameras. I'm staring at you. Look. Let me go. Ah, shit. Missed him trying to walk off. But no, seriously, I have noticed something though. And for as much as people want to rage out about TikTok and things like that, I have noticed a huge shift here recently in what is being actually promoted through the people themselves, as far as that goes. And motherfuckers who were all about all the shit that's been happening, the next thing that I'm supposed to pay attention to and be supporting of, now coming out and attacking. And I'm not lying. It's happening. People are waking the fuck up to this shit. And you wonder why the government wants to ban TikTok yet again? That's the front line.
I have no issue banning TikTok.
I do now. And like I said, it's the front fucking line. It all started when, Elon was saying, hey, I'm going to buy Twitter. And every single one of us on that platform were like, you know what? He buys Twitter. That shit stops. Facebook, really, who gives a fuck about that? YouTube, we all know the problem with YouTube. Yet we're still here because this is behind the front line kind of shit. TikTok became the front line because the people said, you know what? Elon kind of he made a point. He kind of inspired us a bit. Let's put up a fucking fight. You go on TikTok, you'll find a whole bunch of accounts that have been banned outright. And every single one of them, even including myself, I'm on 3.0. You got motherfuckers on 18, 19.0. Dude, I'm trying to bring on, goes now by 3 rows text on there. He's gone through 27 fucking accounts. Some of them he didn't even use. Some of them have no videos. Some of them have no followers. And they were still banned. That's the front line now. And the people are taking it to him. And it did come out that over half of the users on TikTok are now conservative accounts. Look at that shit.
I'm surprised.
Well, they call them conservative accounts. They're not really. They're just left-leaning accounts that are like, y'all motherfuckers make a good point. Hold the fuck up. Let's think for a second. You make a damn good point. Some shit's happening. We need to talk. And a lot of that's happening over on TikTok. That's the front line. But anyway. All right. I'm done with this fucking story here. I don't.
Do you want to just go to the parrots?
Let's talk about the Supreme Court. It cuts off because I've cut out the screen to try to cut out all the advertisements and shit so it don't look wonky on the screen. But from Deadline here, Supreme Court justices face new harassment after activist group offers bounty for sightings. We're just going to touch on a little bit of this because we're running on an hour and a half already. And I want to get into the fun story about the parrots. This is going to be awesome. I definitely want to read that whole article and just bullshit about that for a minute. But it says the harassment of the Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh at Washington, D.C. steakhouse may not be the only appetizer to further incidents if activist group have this way. What happened with that is Kavanaugh was sitting at a steakhouse enjoying a meal, and people started pulling a BLM protest and going up and harassing the shit out of that man. Yeah, that fucking happened. It says, ShutDownDC is promising a bounty of $50 to anyone who provides a confirmed sighting of Supreme Court Justices Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas, Neil Gorsuch, Amy Coney Barrett, or John Roberts. The ones who voted for overturning Roe versus Wade. That's what this is about. At any DC public area, public space, upping that to $200 if they remain in that location for a half hour. Why a half hour?
Not sure.
Let's find out. Last month, the court rolled 6-3. 6 named, 3 to uphold a Mississippi abortion ban being challenged, and 5-4 to overturn Roe versus Wade, a longstanding ruling that generally protected the freedom to choose to have an abortion. Know this. Alito's majority opinion was joined by conservative justices. The people named protests outside the justices' homes have since occurred with some public confrontations. The latest effort of offering bounties ramps up the stakes. Kavanaugh almost got assassinated. Let's not forget that shit. Something that is illegal to do, and the media pushed it. The media said this was okay. The media told you everything's fine. You can do this. And our government did not uphold the law. DC service industry workers, if you see Kavanaugh, Alito, Thomas, Gorsuch, Coney Barrett, or Roberts, DM us with the details. Said a Twitter post by ShutDownDC will Venmo you $50 for a confirmed sighting and $200 if they're still there for 30 minutes after your message. Looks like at this point you are tracking their movement. Now, with everybody looking for money and shit, that's exactly what you're doing. You're tracking them down. You're watching their movements, the daily activity, so you know when to strike.
Can you falsify the info?
Hey, you'd have to have confirmed sightings. I guess it'd have to be multiple people showing the same thing in that area to get paid. I don't know how it works.
I feel like if you get a photo of them in public and just Photoshop it and then just email it, send it to them, you can falsify enough. Do it from
probably, but there's probably a lot of people on there that would say, I was there at this point in time. Nah. I mean, you know what Jane's Revenge, right? That little organization?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how many people back them? Hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
I mean, they're firebombing fucking crisis pregnancy centers, which, by the way...
They're not firebombing, okay? They're giving them mostly peaceful firing bombings.
You reached way too fucking far with that. Mostly peaceful fire bombings.
Hey, don't blame me. That was what the CNN said about the Kenosha riots.
Mostly peaceful firebombing. Yes. But Morton's.
Hey, I'm just saying, don't get mad if I'm using their language.
Morton's issued a statement defending its diners. Honorable Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh and all the other patrons at the restaurant were unduly harassed by unruly protesters while eating at a diner at our Morton's restaurant. Thank you for speaking the fuck up. Guess what? They're coming for you now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. ShutDownDC. There is the tweet from it. Tracking all of that. And that's the end of the article. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This looks like they're trying to actively track them in real time. This looks like a political assassination going down in real time. You're tracking their movements. You want to know day to day, minute by minute, where they're at, what they're doing. If they're there for more than 30 minutes, maybe a potential target. Because if they're there multiple times, you could set that up. Easy as hell. But yet this shit ain't being looked into. Right? This shit ain't being called back. But if this shit were to happen under Orange Man, what were to happen?
They're already doing that technically.
No. If Orange Man were president and this kind of shit were happening, wouldn't everybody be screaming bloody fucking murder? Even if they did overturned abortion or whatever, wouldn't these motherfuckers be screaming bloody murder? Why the hell isn't the president making sure that these people survive? But yet, because Biden's in office now, all of a sudden, it's okay. It's okay. We'll just write this whole damn thing off.
No, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So, fuck. They're talking about packing the fucking courts now because of all this. Fuck the ad.
I thought they were already going to do that for a good while.
They've been talking about it forever, but it's a possibility that we go from 9 Supreme Court justices to 13. Also, Biden can put in whoever the fuck these motherfuckers want because Potato Brain is too busy shitting himself and fucking can't even finish a sentence.
Are we surprised, though?
No, absolutely fucking not. We've propped up less than 10% of this country to make it seem like it's the majority fucking voice within this country to make all of you motherfuckers believe, well, if they want it, if they believe it, if it's on the news nightly, everybody's saying this and this and this. They brainwashed y'all motherfuckers to believe that less than 10% of the country is the majority voice.
Hey, I'm not brainwashed. Okay, I was.
Yeah, you were. At one point in time, I was too. Until I unwillingly and unknowingly broke my own damn brain with this shit. But let's get into the fun part of this now, because
was any of this ever fun?
Not yet. Just me ranting and raving and fucking yelling into my microphone. Well, your 4 ears are just like, God damn, son. Whatever. But all right.
I've been done with this for the last 3 hours.
Ladies and gentlemen, from New Zealand Herald, 5 parrots separated at UK zoo after encouraging each other to swear at guests.
I see nothing wrong.
I'm already entertained. Just from the title, I'm already fucking entertained. Let's do this. The UK Wildlife Sanctuary has forced to separate 5 naughty parrots after they wouldn't stop swearing at visitors. Billy, Eric, Tyson, Jade, and Elsie were removed from public viewing this week due to their inappropriate behavior. The parrots are part of the Lancashire Wildlife Center's colony of 200 African I can't even. I'm laughing too hard. 200 African gray parrots, and were put in quarantine together upon arrival. But they quickly overwhelmed the staff with their naughty language. We are quite used to the parrots swearing, but we've never had 5 of them at the same time. The Chief Center Executive Steve Nichols told AP. Most parrots clam up outside, but for some reason, these 5 relish it. Rather than being offended, most zoo visitors found the foul-mouthed parrots amusing. Put them back in a fucking cage, because that's awesome. When the sanctuary confirming no complaints had been made. Why are you splitting them the fuck up? I would fly to the UK just to see these 5 parrots cuss me the fuck out because I'm standing there in front of them.
I don't think you're allowed in the UK, though.
I'm not. I'm unvaccinated.
Oh, that was because you were from Alabama.
Well, either way. But whatever. I would pay to see that shit. I would go and stand there in front of parrots to cuss me out. That would be fucking amazing. Let's see. When a parent tells you to F off, it amuses people very highly, Nichols says. It brought a smile to a really hard year. That motherfucker's looking at me like he wants me to fuck off.
I feel like he would fight someone.
Oh my God, I love this. I love this. I found this off TikTok too. This is fucking wonderful. Despite visitors finding the parrots funny, the zoo decided to keep the rogue offenders away from the children to assure they didn't ruffle any feathers with the parents. If y'all know anything about goddamn parrots, they don't shut the fuck up. It's not gonna work. They're just gonna be screaming this shit alone.
I'd be laughing. They put them with the other parrots that didn't know.
Every other parrot starts talking the same shit.
Now you have an army of parrots that are telling the world to fuck off, mate.
Oh my god, please let it fucking happen. Let that top 2022. Parrots teach each other how to tell humans to fuck off. Come on now. This is great. How would you feel if you were in a zoo just minding your own damn business, seeing the llamas and the zebras and everything else, and then you just walk across these birds, you're just like, hey, motherfucker, go fuck you. Fuck off. I mean, how would you feel about that?
I'd be laughing.
That would be amazing. Of course, I'd be shit talking to parrots right back. That'd be the fun part. The sanctuary explained the 5 parrots have been moved to different areas of the zoo, so they are unable to provoke each other. It's not gonna stop. Parrots only speak what they've heard repeated multiple times. Okay, you put one parrot, you teach them some things, then you put them in a group where the parrots talk to each other. That one parrot that you taught is going to teach every other person in that group the same thing you taught it. Taking that parrot and isolating that parrot is not going to stop it.
You don't know?
No, it's not. I've had parrots, dude. I had a parrot when I was a kid. These motherfuckers are fun. As a matter of fact, when I was living in Delaware, my neighbor had a parrot. This is how I learned parrots actually fucking talk. You know, they pick up on the things you say. My neighbor had a parrot, and every single day the parrot would sit at the front door, and every single day this dude would come home. He'd walk in the house and say, "You ugly motherfucker," as he walked past the cage. Now, after a few months of this happening, I would come into the place there to, you know, I was helping him clean up the house to, you know, make a little bit of money on the side. As soon as I walk in this door, this bird looks at me and he's like, "You ugly motherfucker. Plain as goddamn day." Now, I'm like 4 or 5 years old and I'm just looking at this parrot and I look at him and I was just like, I didn't know parrots talked at that point. You know, I looked at him and I was like, why are you calling me ugly? What happened? I thought we were cool, you know, that kind of thing. And he's like, no, that's my parrot. I apologize. And he just wrote it off like it's something to do, right? And I'm just sitting here staring. I remember it too, because it was kind of like weird. Like at one point in time, it was just like, this bird is calling me fucking ugly. I'm a little kid. I don't even know what to think about this shit. And every time I pass by the cage, it's always, you ugly motherfucker.
I don't know if the bird is still alive now, but he was not wrong.
No, he was not wrong. I'm an ugly fuck.
No, to be fair, most of it comes from the fact that you're from Alabama.
Yeah, well, let me point here because he's right here. Says the transgender Mexican from California who tries to play like he's a Texan.
Okay, first of all, I am now a legal Texan.
Doesn't matter. You can't take the California. You can take the tits out. You can't take the California out.
Let me double check. Tits are gone.
That's what I said. Actually, you can take them out. You can't take the California out.
Okay, what if a nipple fell out? Does that help?
If a nipple falls out, you got a fucking problem, son. You need to go to the hospital.
Well, I woke up this morning with one less nipple than normal.
back to our regularly scheduled program. I don't. How many nipples? Wait, one less nipple than normal? I mean, before the show, you were flashing your tits everywhere because of some things we were talking about. I don't want to give away any information or anything just yet, but how many do you fucking have? If one fell off.
Well, if I only have 2 and one fell off, I have 1 left.
But I saw 2 before. And
it fell off in the last.
Why are nipples falling off like pepperonis? What the goddamn fuck is happening?
It's not my fault that it fell off.
Okay. We're doing this.
I'm going to ask your wife for your address and I'll send it over so you can see it too.
No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
She already said she'll give me the address.
The fact that a nipple fell off. Let's talk about this shit. What? Explain.
I thought we were going back to our regular scheduled program.
This is our regularly scheduled program. Apparently, this is what happens with these kinds of shows. Explain. You open the door. You got to walk through this.
I'm kidding. They're both still here.
I'm flipping the cameras.
You believed it.
Nah, it'd be funny if it actually fucking did. I would have. I'd have felt bad for you, but I'd have laughed my fucking ass off at you.
I wouldn't even know what to do at that point if a nipple fell out. I'd be like, who the fuck do I call for this? Like a doctor, a plastic surgeon? Do I go the super glue, the gorilla glue route?
I can just imagine you just waking up and a nipple just like on a pillow right next to your head.
No. Knowing me, it's gonna be near my mouth because I twist and turn throughout the night. I'll just go down. I'll go.
You gotta no. Why is your tits near your mouth? Especially with all the extra skin being. What the fuck?
I'm saying if it fell out because I twist and turn throughout the night. I'll go to sleep in the middle of the bed, and and when I wake up, I'm at an angle like this near the edge. So I'm saying, if the nipple came out, it might be stuck to my face, and if I go down to meet everyone, they're gonna be in shock and horror that there is a nipple on my face. I am glad there are no pets here.
Could you imagine just waking up and, just doing the whole, like, you normally do just to kind of get some salivation going on in your mouth? And there's a nipple in it?
My next question is...
And it's yours.
I'm gonna start milking it to see if there's any milk.
All right, what? All right, I'm fucking done. I'm so. See, this is kind of what I was talking about with the whole idea. Maybe this might be a little venture we need to head off onto.
I'm just
very soon into the future. Not nipples. Not like nipples in your mouth. Well, I mean that could be a thing, but. Not talking about like nipples in your mouth and everything.
OnlyFans, follow me back if you guys want to see that kind of content. Follow us at OnlyFans /Voice of the People, where you get to see me milk my own nipple.
I don't think y'all want to see that. I really don't.
I'm gonna charge $25 for that.
But yeah, it's.
And you can, and if you pay for 3 months worth of that for the nipple, you also get 2 months free of Drunken Senpai in a cat girl made outfit.
It'll never happen.
Your wife already said yes.
It'll never happen. My wife said
So
absolutely jack shit. It'll never happen.
Look, your wife, your sister, your aunt, your cousin, and your mom have all said yes, and they're all the same person.
All right, you know what? We're doing this. I'm doing it right now. Y'all are gonna see this. First fucking hand. What is the number for immigration? 1-800-375-5283. Should I call?
I don't think it'd be a good idea to call while we are streaming.
No, look, I'm literally doing a show with a Mexican here who cannot provide legal documentation to say he's in this country legally.
No, senor. I am U.S. citizen.
No. You come from California. You can't prove a fucking thing.
I am U.S. citizen. I have papers.
Papers, please. All right. Let's stop the dumb shit now.
Fine.
I'm so
fine. Should we end the stream then? Since you want to end this already?
Yeah. All right. Final thoughts on shit here. On Sri Lanka, what do you think, Abel?
It was a mostly peaceful protest.
Mostly peaceful protest as they burned down motherfuckers' houses. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm glad. I am fucking ecstatic to see it. I don't understand what's taking the US so damn long and why we're still stuck on what bathroom to use while the whole world says, we got a fucking problem. Y'all need to catch up. But I love to see it. You know, this has been happening for a long ass time, and people across the world are actually standing up. But again, I understand here in America, we're still comfortable. We can still argue about what is a woman. And apparently,
what is a woman?
That's easy. 100% completely easy to shut down any conversation about that. An adult human female with the reproductive organs that are capable of creating and nurturing life, working or not. XY, or what is it? XX or XY? XX chromosomes, right? I don't even fucking know. I'm drunk.
Women are XX.
Yeah, XX
women
chromosomes.
Are XX, and men are XY.
Dude, you know how many times? No, I purposely did that shit like in those conversations. You know how many times I said that whole damn thing and I put like XY chromosomes and nobody caught on to what I was saying? Like on YouTube comments or on TikTok or something like that. Like I would, even on anti-trans, pro-life kind of situations, I would say that damn thing. I'd put XY chromosomes for men and everybody would like it. Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about anymore. Granted, I am drunk and I just fucked up there myself, but you get my point. But no, I'm glad. I love to see it. I really do. You know, everything that we've seen overseas that our own media has tried to silence, including Australia being the biggest one that they tried to hide from us. I love it. People around the world are stepping up. They're standing up. They're saying, no more. When are we going to get behind that? All right.
No idea.
What you think about Biden selling our oil to China?
He's the world's greatest president. He's doing his best to protect us, and he's helping our enemies. So when they invade us, they're prepared.
All right, I'm calling immigration right the fuck now.
Hey, let me vote for Beto here in Texas first.
If I find out you voted for Beto, I would. It doesn't even concern me. Well, it does kind of concern me because that means he gets into office. But oh no! Hold up. What was that? Like some kind of poll or something that came out that said Beto supposedly had a bigger what is it? A bigger surge at the polls to overtake Abbott, I think it was.
I'm not sure. I might have seen something like that.
Oh, that's complete horseshit. I mean, that is complete fucking horseshit. Let's just be honest. It really is, especially after Beto made a spectacle of fucking Uvalde. Try to use that for political gains, and
Uvalde.
That backfired. I don't even give a shit how it's called. That backfired.
I was corrected when I was doing a story on that.
With you being a fucking southern border state, how the fuck do you not know it's Uvalde? I'm sorry. I'm just fucking with you. I'm not sorry.
You're never sorry. You're the same one who wants to deport me back to Mexico.
Over
at
2
least you're not
million
trying to deport
illegals?
me to. To be fair, at least you're not deporting me to Guatemala.
Look, over 2 million illegals. What's one American going down there gonna hurt?
I will only go if you send two more. If you send 3 Latinos with me.
You cross the border, you have a chance of running into Savannah Hernandez.
Okay, I'll take 2 more. Get me Drew Hernandez and George Ventura, and I'll go willingly.
Oh, they'll probably be there. Jorge's been down there this entire time.
What's Sav?
Sav jumps around from place to place, but Jorge has been there reporting all about that shit, the drug cartels and everything. Dude's been doing some shit down there, and y'all need to check out his shit, from Daily Wire.
I'm surprised he's still alive.
Oh God, I don't even know how, dude. Like, how the fuck do you walk into a cartel's growing facility where they're stealing money or stealing water from the states around them who are experiencing a drought? How the fuck do you walk in there with a camera, literally ask them all about their operation and how it runs, and walk out alive? Honestly, I don't fucking know. It kind of makes me question.
There's only one way I feel like he might have been able to do that.
What? He's Mexican?
Well, no. Well, yes, but no. I meant that he has protection from another cartel. Or that cartel.
That could be true, but that I will admit that dude he's done a fucking lot down there, and y'all need to check that out. Now, I don't give a shit what you say about Daily Wire and everything, but y'all need to check out that work. You need to check out the work of Savannah Hernandez because she's putting in the fucking work, and she deserves recognition for that kind of shit. She really does, because that little 4 foot 10-inch woman is doing more than fucking Biden and Kamala Harris.
She's about 5 feet, a couple inches, actually.
No, she's under 5 foot.
No, she's about my height.
Well, you're short as shit too. Coming from a short man, you're short as shit. All right.
You know what? I quit.
You always quit every single day. What
Well,
do you think about the
quitting.
Supreme Court justices being tracked in real time?
I'm not surprised, especially when the Democrat politicians are claiming it was an illegitimate ruling.
I don't even understand how they claim it's illegitimate. I mean, 9 people came together. 5 of them said, nope. 4 of them said, yeah. How is that illegitimate?
It was 6-3.
6-3. Okay. 6 of them said no. 3 of them said yes. How is that illegitimate?
You got it wrong. 6 said yes, 3 said no.
From their standpoint, 6 said no because it's not constitutionally valid. So yeah, I don't understand that, and the fucking calls for violence and everything like that. Yet we have a January 6th committee over the words "fight like hell," which have been used by AOC, Maxine Waters, Nancy Pelosi. Yeah. Yeah, we need to fight like hell. Giga
Isn't that what Crowder also says?
Yeah, but I mean, he kind of stole that shit too. He did. He stole that to market the fuck out of that, and he did a good job. But you know, even fucking Giga Karen, Elizabeth Warren, who's not even Indian, even though she tries to claim she's a Native American. Even Giga Karen, Elizabeth Warren, crazy-eyed motherfucker, has made calls for violence. Lori Lightfoot has made calls for violence. And we don't hold them accountable. Yet you want to have a committee over a man who said, fight like hell, because if you don't, you won't have a country. March to the Capitol and let your voice be heard peacefully.
Well, that's obviously an incitement to violence.
Oh, yeah. But Maxine Waters saying if we don't get first-degree murder in a case that first-degree murder wasn't even on the docket, we take to the streets.
Well, she's obviously calling for peaceful but fiery protests.
What you think about these parrots, dude? Come on,
I'd love to own a parrot who can tell me to fuck off, mate.
You'd have to train it. It takes a good little bit for them to actually start picking up on that. I mean, they don't understand the words or anything. They're actually just mimicking the inflection of your voice and everything. You'd have to say it in the same way every single time you walk
fuck
by
off,
them.
Mate.
And they'd start
fuck
doing
off,
it.
Mate.
The more you hold that, the more you do that, the more they'll actually mimic that kind of shit. But yeah, I think it's fucking amazing. I want to know. I seriously want to know the backstory to this. Like, who trained the first parrot? Who trained the other parrots?
I would assume an employee had to train the parrot. At least one, and that one at least said it to the other 4.
That motherfucker is probably thinking, I could be a legend. All I got to do is speak up. I'm going to lose my job. Everybody's going to hate me for it. The public will love me. But what do I do? But yeah, I fucking love it. This is fucking awesome to hear.
Be the hero that we need, not the one that we deserve.
Right. And those fucking parrots are the goddamn heroes.
Oh no, I'm saying the employee if he taught them.
Oh, the employee. Well, dude, hats off to dudette, whoever the fuck you are. The Technicolor rainbow in between. I don't give a shit anymore. The hats off to y'all motherfuckers. I mean, this is fucking amazing. Like, not a single person. I'm pretty sure this zoo has had people come repeatedly just to hear these birds cuss them out. You have created an actual attraction. Unknowingly, I guess unwillingly. Well, not really unwillingly, but unknowingly, you have created an attraction. And you shut it down because somebody may take offense. Shut the fuck up. Put those birds back together and let them put more birds involved. I want a chorus of motherfuckers telling you to fuck off. But yeah.
Well.
I mean, I would. I would go to, I'd literally go to any zoo multiple times a week just to hear a chorus of birds cuss me out. That'd be great. It would bring a lot of hilarity to a fucked up life. Not just with everything that's going on, just me personally. But yeah. I love this. This bird shit's fucking awesome. And it needs to continue. You've created an attraction. Let it happen. All right, you got anything else? Last words or anything at all?
No, I got nothing.
All right. Well, I've got nothing other than keep your head on a swivel. Keep learning.
I can only go this far.
Well, break your neck, son, because there's some shit behind you need to check out.
The flag. This is a flag. Okay. It's a flag. It's not going to harm me.
You need to iron that out. There's some creases in there, and I don't like it.
Well, too bad. You're gonna love it.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
We'll see when the rocket's red glare and the bomb's bursting in air, if it still stands.
No, it will.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate the hell out of y'all from listening to us ramble about stupid shit all these fucking hours that we do this shit. I appreciate you guys. It's amazing as hell that I'm honestly glad we started this because this is fun. It's fun to just sit here and bullshit and talk with everybody, and I wish more people would get involved. I'm trying to reach out to people, and I wish Abel would do the damn same to reach out to more people. So,
I'm working on it. Well, we already have one person ready to be booked on my end, but we got to wait on to be a bit bigger because 33 subscribers with 2 viewers at a time is not enough yet.
Come on, man. Come on.
Tell me I'm wrong.
It's not, but how are we going to do something? If we call ourselves Voice of the People, how are we going to do something if it's just us?
Fine. I will reach out to my contacts and I will also inform people of what we're doing.
Look, I've already reached out. I mean, I would love to talk to Gothics. She's fishing around that hook. I've reached out to Jeremy Hambley. He's fishing around that hook.
Who's Jeremy? Is that the quartering?
Yes. And I would love to have them on with some random person as well. You know.
What about Sydney Watson and Elijah Schaefer? Same show.
Dude, I would love to talk to Sydney. I would love to sit down and have a conversation with Sydney. Even if it's just me and her or us and her. It would be, you know, she's shy as shit. Come on.
But you definitely would want to have her because you're a Sydney simp.
Simp? No. She's just. I love Sydney because, literally, dude. I mean, she's just like. I guess she would be kind of like the female version of me, but not so extreme.
Well, she's Australian. That's pretty extreme.
No, like she's just her takes on things and everything.
One Australian.
Like, and if we could get her, I already have somebody lined up that I know would fucking love to talk to her. And I know would be one hell of a conversation to be had just from those two ladies. But yeah. I mean, if we could do that, that'd be great.
I can see what I can pull. She follows me on Twitter, so I can probably DM her for you.
Do something, dude. Try to reach out. I mean, I don't know how Blaze is going to allow that kind of shit to happen. I don't know how they work with that. But let's just say the person that I have in mind, Sydney helped to kind of wake up a bit. And I know the person that I have in mind would love that.
Oh.
But yeah. We want to have more talks with like regular everyday people. Be great if we could have some big name people come on here and just help us out a bit. We want to make this into something more to where, like we say at the beginning of every damn episode, share the shit, like it, share it with your friends. I want to start building up a base to where we actually talk to you guys, not just these big name people, because this is not what the show's about. It really isn't. It'd be great to have them on so we can talk to them, and they could talk to some random person in maybe their fan base or somebody that they disagree with, but could have a respectful conversation with as far as that's concerned. We're not looking for fights. We're not looking for drama. We're not looking for bullshit to happen. Eventually, it probably will, because people are people. But the whole point of this show, and times like this with just me and Abel, or just me and whatever, or Abel and whatever, and things like that, is just doesn't bring out the full effect. It's a.
Are you saying I'm not good enough for you?
Dude, it's just us bullshitting with each other right now.
I feel unloved. I quit.
I mean, you haven't been there for any other real major conversations except with 1776. You were there for that one time where for 45 minutes we were talking about butt plugs.
I'm a very busy man, sir.
But no, I mean, we would love to just sit down and talk to people like yourself, like the ones watching, to get a base to understand why you think the way you do, why you believe the things that you do, so we can come to an understanding together. Now, of course, we are going to have our times where we're going to think a little bit harder. We're going to have our times where we're going to put up our deuce and we're going to stand our ground with conversations. Not meant to be a fight. It's just meant to say, that's my line. That's my limit. And I don't feel comfortable walking past that. That's the whole point. And this whole damn thing, this whole show is supposed to be the voices of you coming together to talk so that we understand as a society, not just here in America, but as a society globally, why you believe the things that you do, so we can understand you and we can start to mend that divide between what the media wants to call the left and the right. Well, we all know it's not the left and the right. It's the sheep and the woke. I'm not even going to say that because that sounds fucked up. It's the sheep and the ones that have opened their eyes. It really doesn't matter political standings, political leanings, anything. You got disagreements. Bring it to the table. Let's talk. You may change your minds. You may have us thinking. I mean, fucking Dr. Root had me thinking about abortion. I understand his point. And I'm kind of in agreement with him for certain things. That's why we're here. That's why I wanted this to be that kind of situation. But we can't do that without you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why I reached for that. If you want to have your voice heard, you want to talk, you want to have a conversation, let's just have friendly conversation, joke around, have fun, bullshit, get into some serious conversations that we do need to have now. Seriously, the whole damn world's up in arms. What are we doing? we got a thumb stuck up our ass talking about what bathrooms we need to choose.
If you're so worried about the thumb, I can give you something else.
No! Absolutely not. My thumb is not up my ass.
I didn't say it was going to be a thumb.
I don't want it. I don't want
Too
it.
bad you're going to get it.
It's not. That's rape.
It's not rape if your wife...
That's prostitution. All right. We're fucking done. I appreciate y'all. Every single one of you that listen to us just ramble on and bullshit. Y'all are amazing.
I'm done with today. I'm done with life.
Let's sit down.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate the hell out of y'all. It's great to sit here and just bullshit. But remember this. You have a voice. It's important. Sit down. Let's have a conversation. Until then, y'all take it easy. We'll see you again very, very soon.